Hey everyone, welcome to Describely. My name is Kesari Nandan, and today we are going to talk about pagination in NextJs application. So let's get started. So here I've created a NextJs project, and in the home page itself I've created a client component. And you can see that I'm just going to store my data in this pages object, and also I'm just going to store the current page value in this current page variable. Okay, using the React state. And whenever my application loads, right, I'm just going to call this fetch data method, and I'm just going to fetch the data from this API repres.in, and then I'm just going to put the data into this page's react state. Okay, so this is very simple, and let's see this repres API. Okay, so here this is the website actually. So you can see they provide this object, and inside this object they provide the data array where you have all the data for your table, and you have also the page number, per page records, and total number of records and total pages that you are going to have. So I'm just going to use this metadata to create the pagination, and I will be using this data to create the table. Okay, so you can see here, if I scroll down a little bit, you can see that I have three columns: avatar, name, and email. And here I'm just looping through the data array, and what I'm doing, I'm just putting the value from the row whatever I get. And at the bottom here I have created a table nav, and in this nav I am showing the records. Okay, and also I am creating the pagination here using this button, right? So you can see I have created the array here, empty array, and using the index I am creating the number of pages. So the number of page will be the index plus 1, right? Because index is start from 0. And here I have created a button, and on click what I'm doing, I'm just calling this fetch data method, and I'm passing the page number. So whenever you click on the pagination button, right, it will fetch the data for that page. And here I'm just displaying the page number. Okay, so this is very simple page. Let's run this. So you can see this has only three row because I have configured it like that. So you can see here the per page I am showing three only. Okay, and if I click on the second page, you can see the name and all changes. If I go to the third page and fourth page accordingly, it's showing the 10 to 12 of 12, and this is the fourth page. So you can see this is working perfectly fine, and we don't have any issue. Now let's talk about what is wrong with this pagination. Okay, so if I copy this name, right, and if I open the, let's say, click on the view page source, and if I search for this, you can see this name is not available. That means our page is not rendered on the server side. So if you need the SEO in your website, right, it is not going to give any benefit to you, because the SEO spiders is not going to find this content whatever you have this in this table. This is one thing. There is another issue. Let's say you are on the page 3, right, and you share this link to someone, and you want them to open the page 3 directly. There is no way you can do this. So if I click on this question, let's say if I click on this question mark, and if I say page equals to 3, sorry, you can see I'm landed on the page 1, not on page 3. So this is also not going to work. There is a workaround. You can use the react use path params, something like that. You can work around, but in that case also this is not going, I mean, the your SEO thing is not going to get resolved. So now let's modify this pagination, and let's move this to a server side rendering. And so I will stop the development server. Now let's copy this fetch data logic at the top of this component. So I'm just going to put it here, and now I don't need this set current page. I will remove this one, and also I don't need this if condition, so I can remove this, and let's return the content whatever we receive from there. We still need the page number to pass because we need to fetch the data for multiple pages. Apart from this, this pages state, we can create a constant here, and we can say await, and we can call our fetch data method here. Okay, this method requires a page number, so we'll pass that in a minute. Since we are using the await, we need to convert this page into a async function, right? So we can convert this to async component. For this current page also, we can remove this, we don't need. We can also remove the use effect, this is not required. And also we can remove this fetch data from the bottom. Okay, so this is our server component. I can remove this use state, all use client, sorry about that. And I can also remove this use effect and use state import. Now let's change the pagination button. Okay, so let's scroll down, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this button. I will use the next link, okay, instead of that. Now also I don't need this click, I will use the href. And in this href, what I'm just going to do, I will pass the page number here. So we can say slash and question mark, and we can say page equals to, and that is going to be this page number that we are having here. I think this is good. We don't need to do anything here. So whenever someone clicks on this pagination button, right, it will be treated as a next link. So the page will re-render. And since we are using the server component, so it will be rendered on the server side itself. Now since we are passing the page here, so this page we will get here in the home page. So here we get params, and this params is something if you have a slug in your URL, but we don't have that, so we are going to get this in a search param, right? And we can get this page number, we can say const page equals to this. Okay, now we can pass this page here, and we can also check if the page is not available. That means if someone is opening the website without the page number, in that case we want to pass the page number 1. I think this is all the changes that is required to convert this into the server component. So now it should work. So let's start the development server. So we can say npm run dev. So development server is started. Let's go to the browser and refresh the page. Okay, if I refresh the page here, some error. Okay, something wrong with our link tag. Okay, let's go to this link, and okay, this should be link. Okay, we also have this current page here. Now it's not available since we have removed this, and this current page is going to be the page that we are getting here, right? So we can replace this also with the page. I think it should be fine. Let's refresh it again. You can see I have typed a page equal to 3, and I'm already on the page number 3, right? And if I copy this Michael Lawson, and if I refresh this page again, okay, let me actually open this again, and if I search for this, you can see the name is there. That means our component is rendered on the server, and now it's SEO friendly. So whenever any let's say Google Spider or someone comes to our table, they will get these links and all. And if I click on the page number 1, you can see it's changing in the browser itself. You can just see this value. So this is changing there. If you also want to give the user to modify per page, you can pass the same thing here as a question mark, and instead of uh, storing this like here I have hard coded, and I'm not consuming this from the search param, but once you pass that, you will get that here, and you can pass that in your fetch data, and you can just pass that value here. Okay, so This was all that I wanted to talk about today. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please like and share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.